Hello, hello, good friends and sirs and ma'ams and lads and lasses. Eventually, I'm going to see this screen eventually. I don't know what to expect. I'm just going to keep refreshing it until it pops up. Don't worry. There it is. That took a second. That took literally a second to pop up. Surprise! We're back. Women. Dilly dilly! Okay, I love this commercial, but we cannot sit here and enjoy this commercial. Dilly dally. Okay, let's go pop out this chat. Hopefully this isn't private. Live channel hashtag freedom fan hashtag let's be 4K 1K. Just Harshal. What's good? What is good? What is good? What is good? How y'all doing today? Let me get my wheel up. Wheel of names. Because I do not remember many people's names. I do apologize to so many of you that show up sometimes, most of the time. Why is it so quiet? Okay, maybe it's just because people haven't even realized this is the thing yet. Hey, tech for real though. I get plug in my Alexa. Maybe we can get entertained by Alexa. Give me a second. Let me pull her up here. Forgot to plug her in. She's gonna be mad at us. She's gonna go, and I'll be like, I'm sorry, Alexa, and she's gonna go, I will take none of that, and then she'll punch me in the face. That's how Alexa works. Let's see. Freedom. The chat seems to have slow mode on. Is that supposed to be that way? Awesome. No. Cool. Cool beans. Give me a second. Just gonna give someone a little buzzy do jabber. Give it a second. Or a minute. Or a day. Mike. There you are. Hey, Two-Wheel Aussie. What's good? Sent an application for it. You sent an application to get it. I don't do applications here. Give me a second. Slow mode. Love my phone. Love it. Okay. All right, so those of you just joining, you guys just got the notifications. You look at your phone. Oh, darn. Frosty is in the hizzle up here to help you out. All right, so yeah, I see a lot of people go, review. Okay, we're gonna shut that down real quick. I want to lay down some ground rules before we get going. By the way, there's 28 of you here and only 10 likes. What is that? I am almost certain, nay, positive, that you can give me better than that. I want to see more things really quick. So before we start asking for reviews, let's learn how this works. For those people who are new to this. So, as I was saying, we do channel reviews here every Sunday. Well, I do channel reviews here every Sunday from my home in the frozen tundra of Buffalo, New York. Though today it's only 50 degrees out. But I want to tell you guys that this is how these be the rules today, or any day that I do these. Okay, the first rule is, when I go to review your channel, you must absolutely be here. This is not a shout out. This is not how this works. I'm here to help you out and go over your channels, all right? That's the first positive thing I want to tell you about. The second thing I want to tell you about, a rather really big thing, is I have a little set of rules here when I am going over channels. Don't ask for a review while I'm going over a channel, because most likely it's not going to happen because I'm in the middle of a channel review. The next thing I want to say is you're going to see me type in the chat, open, list is open, and that's when you're going to say, please put me on the list. Please only keep it at least once or twice at max. If you're just spamming it, I might skip over you because you're trying to drown out everybody else, and that's not fair to them. Now then, when the list is closed, I'm done taking names until I open the list again. You have 30 seconds to get back to me on that any of the list stuff. So you're going to see me type an open list, and I'm going to have a 30-second timer up on the screen there. When we hear the beeping, it's done. All right? All right. So I'm going to type in open list. So you guys got to pay attention to that, all right? So, but don't spam that, because I will be forced to skip you, because we got to keep it fair for other people. It's only fair. It's only fair. All right? List is open. I said open, but hey. 30 seconds to Mars? No, stop. List is open. There we go. All right. Lego. Now I had to talk to you earlier this week. I hope everything has been sorted out after we talked to it. Aaron, what's in on this action right here? I don't know what. You're so stupid. I forgot to press the start on that. That's my bad. All right. Okay, so it's going to take me a little bit to get all these names because you can imagine that this is going to be a thing. Mind you, this is all very randomized. So, Broken Plate Studios, can you please put me on a list? Okay, we can do that. And so while I'm taking down these names, I just want you to know that I appreciate all of you showing up here. I appreciate you guys being here and fighting for staying alive here on YouTube. I have much appreciation for that. Now then, shh, you're done now. Okay. Closed. All right. Now then, with that said, how is everyone doing today? I hope you guys are doing pretty decent, pretty dang decently. I only say that because I want to make sure you're all doing good. How you guys have any special plans? You guys have any? I'll look at that in a second. You guys have any special plans for Valentine's Day? That's coming around the corner. What are you guys gonna do for Valentine's Day? Tell me in a little chat that we got going on here. The one that's exclusive between me and you, and no one else that's here that everyone else can clearly see. Yeah. Okay, so we're not doing that. This is not a. I'm reading the chat. We don't ask for subs in this, so let me just make that perfectly clear because that one thing is it's not fair for other people. And you shouldn't be doing that on other people's channels. Now, this necessarily isn't my channel. Not in any shape or form is it my channel, but I do have to tell you guys it's not fair to yeah, you shouldn't be doing that on other people's channels. It's actually really it's looked down on because it's like you shouldn't be doing that. And if you ever see me remove a name from the list, it's because they abused the privilege of asking after I said, "Oh, keep it down to one." So where is my close enunciation? Wow, all of you came running in here. That's great. I love it. Let's see. Oh geez. There was a lot of you here. My gosh. I am glad to see that. Okay. I lost track. Oh, there we go. We're back. Don't worry about it. We're back. That is a big list today, my dudes. That is a lot of people. Now, as you can imagine, there's probably not going to be a chance I'm going to be able to go over everybody tonight. But there are abilities for you to get reviewed more than just on here. Now, the cool part about that is that you'll notice in the description of this video, we're almost at the end of the list. I'm sorry, guys. There's a lot of you today. You'll notice at the description of this video that there is a list, and we're gonna add that names. There we go. 3 duplicate. This is why we don't do that, guys. I thought we put. Yeah, you're already on that list. Okay, so all right, getting that 1K is gonna be heck. Yeah, you're right. All right, so what was I saying? Yeah, so no more. You're married, so no more Valentine? What? Nah, come on. There's always a way to get Valentines. Yeah, could you do a good solid, and don't ask for people to like visit your channel during these. Don't ask for subscribes during these. We're going to be going over channels, and if people find that your conversation, this is how you work it. People find that if your conversation's good enough, people find that you're an interesting enough person, or if you manage to get rolled on this and they think that your channel is good enough, they'll go visit that channel. You don't have to go, give me a shout out, give me subscribe to my channel. Like, that's not a good way to go about it, because the last thing you want to do is get dead subscribers coming to your channel. That's not something you want, because you don't want people doing that S for S thing. Dutch, you didn't ask during that time. But we're gonna keep going. Creepy Monkey, I have no idea. Here we go. Here we go. Is it going to be a last minute tick? Huh? Oh! Celsius! Excelsior! Now then, part number 2 of the rules I have, you have 30 seconds to get to me. You have 30 seconds to go, hey, I am here! Come let me get this review, because I don't even know where you went at that point in time. Guys, don't forget to drop a like on that stream. That's right. Get that energy up there. Get excited. I missed you. Man, I'm sorry. I'm going to probably end up opening the list one more time after this. I can look at it real quick. Hi, man, Hannah, you snuck in there real quick. I didn't even see you. My fiance's in the chat. It was very quick, but I almost didn't see it. List. Okay, I want to see roll up to the top of that. You did. No, you didn't. Actually, you said the rules sound fair, and you never asked. You never asked, Dutch. I do apologize. Oh, wait. Then you asked, like, closer to the end. All right. But is Celsius still here? Celsius here at all? There he is. All right. Right, Rusty. All right. Okay, go to the channel. Hope I clicked the right one. Yeah! All right, that's fun. Hold up. That's a fun banner. I like that banner. It's what is that from? I know it's a phone game. I like there's too many games out there. Wow, you didn't even put me in, even I asked ages ago. Did you put it in? Did you put in your request between those times? What's your name? Max Major. I didn't see a request. I just see you typed the word open, and that was it. I do apologize. I didn't know that translated to request. My apologies. Clash of Clans. Thank you, Two Wheel. All right, so let's get to this. I feel like I'm going to need my really bad translator here. All right, well, guys, I hope I can enter the series and edit the best as I can of everybody left me, and I should probably turn up that. But this is actually not a bad banner. I'm not gonna lie. It's a pretty decent banner. Hey! Easy, I don't know it's Clash of Clans because I don't play phone games. I play real games on a computer. Okay, there's the energy. It's good energy. It's good energy. Part 2 of 2, my radio program made with speaker. Got your uploads, popular uploads. It's looking pretty good. You know what you're missing. You know what you're missing. You're missing any individual uploads or a creative, individual playlists and creative playlists as well. Look handsome today. Thank you. What's your worst fear? I can make everything happen. Oh, and if you... Hey, Silver Studio. Dutch Gaming, by looks you craft texture pack. Yeah. But add your playlist to the front page as well. Let's go to your about section. Hello, Ricolina and Zucalenta. I'm sorry, I don't know what that means. people of this channel, subscribe and share. I upload creepy games, gameplays, vlogs, and more. Okay, you sort of give us a little snippet, but let's delve into the mind that is Celcio. I think I'm saying that right. Let's dive into mind. What made you start YouTube? Who are you? What do you do on YouTube? What kind of games? You say you play creepy games, gameplays, vlogs, and more. I'm gonna hold you to that too. I'm gonna look for all of those categories while I'm looking at this. The next thing I want to make mention of is that I'm noticing there's a severe lack of a schedule. And the bigger one is, and this is the big one for everyone here, social media. There's no Twitter, there's no Tumblr, there's no Facebook, there's no Instagram, there's no Snapchat. There is no way for us to know what you're doing on your channel without just randomly coming across to you here. So you got to add things to your link. I mean, yeah, Google Plus is a thing, but honestly, let's be honest, who uses it? So I want to see Twitter and at least Twitter. Start there and work your way up. But you use Twitter to advertise your own content out there. I mean, granted, you're not going to get as many views as you'd like to get on there, but how you push that further is by being interactive and talking with other people on Twitter. That's going to be really where it gets to. Because when you start talking, people are going to visit your thing and they're going to notice that you're a YouTuber, and then they're going to go to your YouTube channel and possibly see your stuff. So it's all about communications and how you advertise yourself. Because as a small channel, you got to remember, when you start your channel, you are going to be your best advertiser. Period, hands down. Whew. Yes. Let's go to your playlist. So work on that first. All right, so you got a couple playlists here, but Nights of Terror. But the thing is, you got only a couple playlists here. You got a total of 6 videos in a playlist, but I'm pretty sure you got more than that in videos. So what I want to say is you're probably going to need to start going through all your videos and making sure you're going into playlists. Playlists are generally really good for your channel, not only just for the fact that you're organizing your stuff, but the fact that they are organized. It adds to the metadata or the SEO of a particular video or video set, and it makes it so they're more categorized, so YouTube's algorithmic search can find you. Will find that video, that set of videos. So, like example, if you were to type in my channel, Doki Doki Literature Club Frosted Fricks, I guarantee my playlist will pop up well before any of my other videos. So that's definitely helps with the SEO, and filling out the description of those playlists would also help out. But you don't want playlists sitting around with just one video in it, because it makes it a pointless playlist, a very fruitless effort, if you would. So I would definitely say if you don't know what you're going to be doing with these playlists, or you never plan on going back to them, probably try to condense them into a playlist that's more broad until you can put them into a better category. Let's continue. How am I doing? Hey, Anthony, how you doing? I'm doing all right. I'm doing pretty good, actually. Let's see. Let's take a look at, let's translate this first. I do apologize. My English isn't as good as I wish it was. Oh, not my English, my Spanish. Though sometimes, can you add me on the list, please? Meaning, when you send a message, you need to wait a bit. Yeah, no problem. So now we got the translations. See my new channel here. So here's my question. When I see that, when that is one of the things I see, and that's the first thing, my eyes zeroed in on that, are you giving up on this channel, or are you adding more to your pile? The reason I asked that question is because the last thing you want to do is keep adding to the pile of videos that you have to do and complete, because you don't want to set yourself up to become distracted or depressed, or the fact that you're just not getting the amount of attention on those channels for any particular reason. So I would say, like, for small channels, though it is a good idea to sometimes branch out, I would definitely say if you're fixated on one thing, try working on that for a while, and then when you start getting a following and whatnot, you can actually make another channel and point people to that channel. So that's a recommendation if you're thinking of splitting off in a couple different channels, unless you're really good at making different types of things in multiple times during a week. I mean, like myself, I have 2 channels, but like there's me, which is Frosty Fricks, and then there's my other channel, which is Shinacular, but no one's ever heard of it, and you can't even spell it even if you've tried. But the next thing I want to make mention of is your thumbnails some are good, some could use a little love. So you got the last video of the year, and you used a I see what you did there face sort of type thing. You used an emoji. Or an emoji, So I see you play cell phone based video games, and that's fine. And we're gonna make a commentary on that in a moment. But you got this one thing called first edition of my program, made with speaker. I'd hope so. Part 2 of 2, my old first radio program. Okay, so you're like, are these like your podcasts, or like, what do you mean by radio program? Are you playing music? Are you playing music? Are you doing like a podcast where you're talking about a certain subject? Or like, this needs to be defined, especially in that title, because the title just doesn't produce itself to be strong enough to be searchable. It just says my first edition of my program. Got to be a little bit more specific than that. Even with my not so great translator, I can definitely say you didn't put as much energy in there. Thank you, whoever turned that off. All right. So yeah, that I would definitely, we can all do it. Hello, freaks. What at freaks? I'm freaks. I guess at this one to review my channel. I don't know. Do I? I could. I potentially could. But seeing as that these are radio based, I'm gonna watch this one. This one's gonna be the one I'm gonna look for an interesting thing. But the next thing I want to definitely say is probably gonna need to work on these thumbnails just a bit more to make them a little bit more interesting for people to look at. Like, you got this one here, but like the thing I see a lot is a lot of people put their Minecraft videos up, and that's fine when you put up Minecraft videos. But the issue with the Minecraft videos is it makes them hard to differentiate the rest of the Minecraft videos that made it. So what you probably want to do is put the extra energy and actually maybe cut out the character, put him in a world where you wouldn't expect to see him, make a little bit more of an effort into the actual thumbnail by separating him from the casual background that everyone usually sees when it comes to Minecraft. So just separate it. Let's see. Give me 1 second, my dudes. So I would definitely start working on the thumbnails. Make them separate from everybody else. Boop.
Armando Cavazos Regalado. Armando Cavazos Regalado. Armando Cavazos Regalado comenzó en el micrófono en 1990 con el programa Tiempo de Hogar en la Ranchera de Monterrey. Es licenciado en Ciencias de la Comunicación por la Universidad Autónoma de Nuevo León. Durante 2 años coordinó el proyecto Órbita XFCC de esta universidad. En 2005 tomó el curso profesional de locución de Voces Comunicación y en 2006 se integra como parte de locutores de Voces Online Radio. Posteriormente también se integra como instructor de los cursos y talleres impartidos por Voces Comunicación.
So I'm listening to the actual like communication. It's like you said, my new channel's here, but from what I'm looking at it, it's not exactly advertising a new channel. From what I could understand, it's not actually advertising a new channel. It looks like it's more talking about the individual that's being portrayed in this. It's only a minute long, but it makes it a little difficult to like understand the meaning behind this particular video. Not just because I can't understand most of the words that are being said, but I feel like it's more like, as the person said, it's more documentative of the individual that's in question on the screen. So I have this strange feeling that is not you, but someone completely different. So I'm not exactly sure what would be the point of that. Okay, yes, of course. All right. I don't know. All right. So the next thing I want to say that you're running into as an issue is you say, you see my new channel here. You don't exactly talk about what's going on here. Like, you don't exactly explain. See my new channel. What channel? What is it? What does it do? And that would be something you'd put in there. But the next thing I want to make mention of is your description right here could use a lot of love. Your description has no information based on anything at the moment. There's no links to any social media. There's no actual description of the video. What you should be putting in this description is whatever you would be the summarization of this video, possibly with over 100 characters long, so it makes YouTube's algorithm easier to pick up on this. And next thing I want to make mention is you're definitely going to want to work on these tags because, well, there aren't any. And unfortunately, at this point in time, the only one I can base it off is my new channels here, but I still feel this is like a documentary on someone else here. So I would definitely work on this. And the reason I say that this description isn't good enough is because we're going to actually look into the source code of your channel here. And according to this, your description is only that text that we saw there. So we see OG description, and unfortunately, this wouldn't be enough information for YouTube's algorithm to search you off of. So the more information you put into the description, the more information you put into the tags, the more information you put into the title, the better possibility of being searched on YouTube is going to be for you. So I would definitely get on working on that. All right, my dude? All right. So let's see. Everything. My channel. So work on the description, work on tags, work on, I wouldn't, like the audio is coming in good on this, but again, I don't feel like this is 100% either your video or the other, only based on the other videos you've already put out, or I also don't believe this would be conducive to your channel to be starting another video channel at the moment as well. Let's see. These reviews can go anywhere between 20 to 30 minutes long. Yeah, if it's like an immaculate channel, sometimes I don't even take that long. But the one thing I definitely want to say, so work on your metadata, work on your about section, get on some social media. Yeah. Shush, because that's why I didn't think this was yours, because that sounds like a younger person's voice, and the picture I saw was not of a young person. So that's why I would assume that wasn't about you. So your channel art's pretty good, but work as far as thumbnails goes, those need a little bit of work too. The other thing I noticed that was on this page that I didn't make mention of is your upload schedule is a little lackadaisical. You have between yesterday and 1 week ago, one upload, and 1 week before that, one upload. So you need to have your uploads on a more frequent schedule. You definitely do. Without the uploads being frequent or every day or anything along that line, or every other day, or even some form of like obvious schedule like every other day or every other day. So your consistency pushes you back every time on YouTube. So it's like you're not staying relevant. You're not putting up the content that YouTube's going to be grabbing you off of. So definitely be as active as you can, because when you are, YouTube pushes you further ahead. So I would definitely work on that. All right. All right. So good job. You got this. That tech, that would be the people higher up, and honestly, they only give moderation for people who've been here a lot. All right, so let's go ahead and spin that wheel again. Wheel of morality, turn, turn, turn. Hey, Beast Tip. Thank you, Two Wheel, for understanding that. That's a very rare thing. But funny enough, I wish that actually it was kind of funny if it would have landed on you. But I'm glad you're putting that out there. Green Skull, this is definitely landing on you. All right. Hey, JView fake botted account. Thank you for giving activity onto the channel. It definitely helps. I don't know why people think that actually hurts. It really doesn't. Green Skull, are you here? Oh, Green Skull. I'm gonna see if I set it up on there. There we go. It's up on there. 30 seconds gets put on a timer. You have 30 seconds to get a hold of me, Green Skull. Come on, step on up. That's okay, Nandi. You're just giving us exposure. That's great. Keep it coming. Let's Green. All right. Well, we're gonna reset that. Remove. The one rule I have, you have got to be here. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Okay. Broken Plate Studios. Broken Plate Studios. I feel like I've seen you talk a couple times in here. I'm still hoping you're here. I'm still hoping you're alive. Still hoping you're doing great. We just gotta wait for this to go. Why would you want people to why would you openly advertise a channel and then spam someone else's thing and knowing that this stuff is recorded? Are you trying to get the channel in trouble? Is that what the objective is? I don't know. Because it could come back to you in a negative way. But what was I saying? What was I saying? Broken Plate Studios. All right. 30 seconds gets put on a timer. "30 seconds up on a timer." I'll make sure I sit right here. All right, guys, always make sure, like when I'm doing these, I do them live, and when they go live, this is a non-stopping wheel. It's this wheel does not stop until we hit a person. There he is. There he is. All set. You just showed up at the end there. Just got on. Just got on. All right. Oh, that's cool. Pausing that. You about to touch base on something I like that I just happen to get a degree in, the animation stuff. The animation stuff is a lot of fun for me. I love animation stuff. Okay, so the first thing I want to make mention of is like it's clever what you're doing for Broken Plate Studios, but the problem that I'm seeing there is you got more information based on what's on the channel on there, except less of you. So what I would definitely say first and foremost with the Broken Plate Studios thing, I kind of want to see that bigger than the actual like description of what the channel does. All that can be covered in the about section. But the next thing I want to say is you got the subscribe thing, but I feel like it's a little too over to the left. I would move that a little bit over to the right. That way it's a little bit more over the subscribe button. All right, so I would make the text, the animations, drawing, and more. Thank you for subscribe. I would make the animations, drawing, and more a little bit smaller. I would move it down. Then I would make Broken Plate Studios a little bit bigger, and maybe even say Broken Plate Studios, or like have the logo put in a different way. Then you go drawing, blending from Gravity Falls. I'm trying to remember what that was, who that was. But you got your uploads, your popular uploads, creative playlists, and gaming. Okay. What do? You said drawing and more. So is that the and more park? That's the and more park. Animation is fun. I work till close on Tuesday. Ah, no. I get out. Pooh. What am I saying? Words. That's what I was working on. I would also say put some individual playlists on your front page too. But seeing that you only have 3 playlists, I'm pretty sure you're going to need to start working on them. You got your popular uploads, is great, and I love that. Let's draw exploding TNT pink sheep. Okay. So let's continue. Let's go to your about section. I want to read a little bit about that. I was waiting to change my banner. Thank you for that, RC. The gaming is my friend's playlist. That's what we're doing, a collaborative playlist thing. Oh, okay. So here's the thing about that. I'm actually glad you told me that. Maybe, just maybe, possibly, you should have that relabeled as something else, so we know it's your friend's channel. There's nothing really there telling us that it's not your channel. So what's going to happen is we're going to accidentally click on this and go to someone else's channel. I believe this should be renamed to something a little bit better. That way we can definitely make a difference. Can't watch your MGN stream. I know. It makes me mad. Let's take a look at your about section. Hey, welcome to my channel. I'll be making tutorial animations and speed art. I try to upload as much as possible, but unfortunately I can't upload always. As an animation channel, I understand, not me, but I've seen what animation channels have to go through. Then you say Twitch, www.twitch.tv.groovin. Now the issue behind this is not clickable, it's not copy. Well, it's copyable. It's not clickable though. You want this information to be at the tip of people's fingers. So you want to be able to have it clicked and pop up. So what that's going to do, if you put it down here in the links section, it's going to give us the ability to go straight there without having to copy or paste anything. Also keep in mind that most of the people that are looking at your channel are also looking at it from their mobile devices. Probably about 60% of your viewers are looking at it from their phone or tablet or what have you. And when they are looking at it from those devices, they're not gonna have that easy option of copying and pasting, because they can't even, like, if you had it down there, it would open up in the app. But since the links aren't there, it ain't gonna open up in the app. They have to copy this, paste it into their browser on their phone, and then wait for it to load. So you want this to be immediately clickable. All right. All right. Phase adapt. I don't even know who that. I'm not familiar with. Like, I don't follow them too closely. But I mean, that'd be kind of interesting. I look like a lot of people apparently. I get a lot of Kevin Smith remarks a lot. Like, you know, Silent Bob. I get that. I'm not so silent. But according to this, you only have 7, 8 videos. I can count 9 videos. You only have 9 videos, which I'm pretty sure that ain't true. You got to have more than that. Now then. When you said, yeah, you do, you definitely do, because each one of these are six rows long. So you got 18, 19 here. So you got about half of your videos actually in playlists. So get the rest of your videos in playlists. The next thing I want to make mention of is your thumbnails could use a little love. You got drawing Blandin from the Gravity Falls. That's what he looks like. There we go. Which is actually not a bad thing. But I also understand that, again, I understand that animation takes a while to do. I've done it. It's a pain in the butt. It is absolutely a pain in the butt. And yeah, I totally get it. Broken Plate Studios. We won't go there. We won't go there. And give me 1 second, my dudes. Never logged in. You're telling me a guy from Twitter who hasn't posted since November is telling you to come here? Nah. But good luck trying to get other people in trouble. That's not really nice, though. But I definitely want to say on this, you got a Discord, which is cool. But here's the thing. I understand animations take a while. So that's why you have the post-production, the pre-production, and you could also record during, like, the making of. Making of stuff is definitely something you need to do. But you cannot, even as any type of channel, be taking 2, 4, and X number of months off. I would definitely say you're taking so much time off, you're not pushing yourself at all. And because of the lack of interest in the content that you're putting out and the lack of content that you're putting out, you keep pushing yourself at the bottom of any list that YouTube is going to be bringing up that might be in the same category. The next thing I want to see is the what was I going to say? Some of the thumbnails are really good. You got how to get image behind text and nothing else in Photoshop. That's actually pretty cool, and I'm surprised that didn't get more looks at it. But I feel like that has a better name for it. Like there's an exact name. I feel like there's an exact name to that. So yeah. But we're gonna look at the newest one, drawing Blandin from Gravity Falls. So you gotta get on your upload schedule and start working on the thumbnails. Just so you go drawing a fish thing, a speed art. Maybe if you could, like, I like what you did with lazy animation technique tutorial, and you kind of included your hand in there. If you could show us some way that, like, it's you actually physically drawing, that would be kind of cool. Yeah, the lack of uploads is definitely an issue for a lot of channels. They like what a lot of people don't understand is because of the lack of uploads that you do on your channel, it does directly affect how your channel's growth happens, how your channel gets pushed forward, how people see your channel. Because if you're not uploading, it looks like you're kind of just like not as like a hobby, because YouTube should always be sort of a hobby, sort of something fun for you to do. And don't ever feel like if you ever feel like the world is collapsing on you because you haven't put up a YouTube video, take a break. But in this particular case, like you really haven't had a schedule yet, so I would say get on a schedule and see how this works. The next thing I want to make mention of is those tags before this even starts. Is you got Drawing Animation, Broken Plate Studios, Clickbait, Lachlan, I'm not sure what that means, YouTube Money, Family Friendly, which is probably a tag you don't want to be putting on your channel right now, Memes, spelled incorrectly, Animation, Speed Art, How To, Speed Art, Gravity Falls, Justin Roiland, Blendin Brandon, Suze, Earzy, Twitch, OBS, Tutorial, Art Paint, Sci, okay. So you got a couple things here and I want to definitely make mention of. The first thing is, I don't know who this dude is, but I got this strange feeling. If you are using other YouTubers' names, this might not be good for you at the end of the day. I say that because, yes. Okay, so I say that. Okay, never mind. Oh, does he have his own channel? Okay, I'm crazy. I know who Justin Roiland is. He's okay. Never mind. But what I'm saying, follow me on this. What you need to do. Let's go back to your thing. You need to have tags more directly affecting this particular video. You're drawing Blandon from Gravity Falls, yet nowhere in your tags do you even state that. You have to have nice long tags, and all the important relevant tags to the actual video need to be at the front. They can't be at the back. And on top of that, using single solitary words like Twitch, OBS, Tutorial, Art, Paint Tool, Sci, Drama aren't directly effective to this video. What are you drawing? You're drawing characters from Gravity Falls, drawing Blendin from Gravity Falls, speed painting of Blendin from Gravity Falls, Blendin speed paint, Blendin speed art. There's a lot of different tags that you're missing out on. Gravity Falls speed art, that's a huge one for you. Gravity Falls, yeah, that's a good one, but you need to put more into it. Or how to draw Blendin. A lot of these particular things are going to be tags and what have you with the information based on this particular video. Don't put single solitary words in there because I guarantee you're not going to get the type of result you want. For example, you use the word tool. So we're going to do this, and I'm going to put this as an open example of what I mean by this. When you use the word tool or any like single solitary word tag, first off, Tool's a really awesome band, and if you guys get a chance to check them out, they are pretty dope, and I love every music video they've ever put out. Except one, and that's Schism, because it freaks me out. But other than that, they're a pretty darn cool band. But if you use just the word tool, you get 25,300,000 results back. That means you got a 1 in 25 million chance of being found. So what you need to do is you need to actually utilize tags that are going to be relevant and small enough, with a small enough search radius that where a person puts it in there, you'd have more likely chance of being pulled up based on the information that you're giving. So if you're just using random words like tool and you're not going to get looked up on it. Actually, believe it or not, one of the largest things that tags that people use is the word YouTube, which gives you 4,680,000,000 results just based on that tag alone. So you definitely need to put more love into those tags, all right? What I recommend for small channels to aim at is like any tag is from 100,000 to under. If you're in that area, you're doing better. If you get below 50,000, even better. But if you're in the millions, that means there's probably about 1 million other people and 1 million other videos that are going to have the same type of tag as you. So I would definitely get into working and filling out these tags. And what you could do is see what other people are utilizing for tags in this particular field. So let's say someone else is drawing Blandon from Gravity Falls. Check and see what type of tags they're using. And you don't need to use Heartbeat or vidIQ, which is what I use. I love vidIQ, and I recommend Heartbeat too. I used Heartbeat for a little while, but it got a little wonky on me. But I'm pretty sure they fixed it by now. But if you don't have any of those, you hit Control U. Now watch this. I'm going to show you a really cool place. this right here, if you ever want to look at other people's things, you guys can even hit Control U right now and take a look at our tags. Control U, you scroll down, it goes Meta Property, OG Video Tag. That is the tag that's going to be showing up that YouTube searches by based on this video. It's going to search drawing, animation, Broken Plate Studio, but this little section will help you see what other people are using. Now, the other thing I want to make mention of is I thought you were using another YouTuber's channel name, and that is a big no-no. Unless they are directly affected in that video, or unless they are in that video, never mention another channel's name in anything that involves like YouTube tagging, because that could be considered false tagging. You don't want to do that. You definitely don't want to do that, because it could eventually line you up with a community guideline strike for false advertisement. So, well, not false advertisement, but like you sort of like clickbaiting false. I think it's like legitimately just called false tagging. And you just don't want to get in trouble for that type of stuff. So try to keep the tags specific to the video. All right. So that's that. I wanted to touch base on those tags, because I believe that's a very important thing I need to go over. Oop, you're talking. Oh, you were very quiet. Let me turn up my headset. Oh my. Okay, so my headset is literally all the way up, and you're coming in super quiet. I would say you're probably roaring in at about 5 decibels, and or less. I can barely hear you. So if I'm talking and I have it so the music here, anything that comes through these phones should be louder to me, because generally I have a problem, an issue with not talking. It's not talking. I have a problem, an issue with talking over people. But the problem that you're having here is you're coming really quiet. So watch your levels when you're doing recording, because we want to be able to hear you. And always, I hear music going in the background. Always be careful. Always be careful with the music that you're using, because the music that you're using could actually end up backfiring on you, because the last thing you want to do is get a copyright claim on anything on your channel. It's just not good. It definitely doesn't look good on you. Or the worst case, copyright strike. And a copyright strike could affect your channel in not such a good way. I mean, granted, I know a lot of channels right now are going to be running into the issue is like, why bother? Because it's I'm going to get a copyright claim or copyright strike, but what are they going to make off me? Well, believe it or not, they can still run commercials on your video, because that's their stuff, and they'll take that. So I would definitely say move you up a little bit louder, and if you're going to be using music, use music either from the YouTube catalog or from Epidemic Sound or from the Music Factory. Since you're all part of Freedom, you have the ability to use the music from there. So I would definitely utilize your ability to use all of the above. All right. So the next thing I want to make mention of is, let's take a look at the description. Today I draw Blendin' from Gravity Falls, which is one of my favorite TV shows ever. Likewise, there are unfortunately a few fuzzy parts in the video, so please excuse that. Now then, I see a lot of people make an excuse in their videos. So the reason I say don't do that, and I'm going to say don't do that, I'm going to pound in that I say don't do that. You definitely don't want to do that, because the last thing you want to do is make excuses in any video, because it makes it look like you're not confident in your own work. So I would say I wouldn't even say that, honestly. I would talk about maybe some issues you might have had drawing the character, or maybe there might be some tips and tricks you could tell people when they're drawing the character, like, is his head shaped like a football, or is it more like a fishbowl, or is it more like a potato? So like information like that, people would be able to ascertain the connection between the object and the character and get a good idea of how to draw that particular object to the character. So the more information you give on how to do this, probably the more information or your process on doing this, probably the better it is you're going to get for views, because you definitely want people to come to this. Let's see. I also got a new mic. It's newer, an NW800, which is connected to the audio USB adapter I get off of eBay. So I should be at least slight adjustment from the other one. Just need to raise it up just a bit more. What's up, KSN? Johnny. NCS music. I'm not familiar with that. No copyright streaming music. Yeah. Okay. So a lot of people mistake that for being the go-ahead for that. A lot of people go to like these places that say, "Oh, it's copyright-free music." It's not. It's not. I guarantee it's not. I say it's not because I've gotten copyright claims off of these very places you guys claim that it's non-copyrighted music. So be careful. they aren't all copyright free as much as the creator says so. And at any point in time, now keep this in mind because it is not under contract at all that has to remain copyright free. At any point in time, if the creator decides to copyright that thing, everyone gets hit by that. So be very careful going to these places. I would trust only the places that you have the right to use that music. All right? All right. So let's see. From someone who isn't a Gravity Falls fan, I find this most impressive. Anakin Skywalker, Star Wars Clone Wars, Season 5, Episode 2. That was very specific. But I believe this is your friends from the front of the page because I recognize the name. But good job communicating with them. Always make sure if people are talking to you, communicate back and forth between them. Then you got free download stream. Oh, okay. You got music, track, Kraken, Aurora, NCS. So here's the thing. If you guys are ever wondering if a song or anything like that, I'm going to pop this up over here real quick. I'm going to go to show you guys how to. This how-to I'm about to show you is going to be pretty dope, and you're going to like it. So right on your dashboard. Right on your dashboard, let me pop this back up here because I got private information I don't want to do. Right on your dashboard, you got the create section. This is going to be available even if YouTube does connect or you remain connected or disconnect from YouTube. But what's cool is it has this little section called music policies. And if you're ever confused or concerned if a song's copyrighted, most of the copywritten music is going to be listed in here. So sometimes it won't, sometimes it won't. This might be a situation where it won't, but let's take a look. Let's take a look. All right. So it might actually fall underneath fair use, but like give you an example. Let's use an obviously popular title. Let's do this. Let's kick it back to some sticks. This is obviously, pretty sure I butchered that. I butchered it. Don't mind me. Mr. Roboto, Sticks, copyright, and it'll show up here. And how to read this is, it goes, if you use this song, playback, viewable worldwide, monetization, you cannot monetize your video. And what happens, they put a copyright claim on that video, so the creators of the song, including the production company, which is two different entities, get money off of that video because you put their music in it. So just things to keep in thought, keep in sight. Well, you say not copyrighted now, but also I cannot clarify this enough. That doesn't mean it's safe. It's not safe from being copyrighted in the future. So that's what I was talking about. You should be making your own music anyways, KSN. You definitely should. Yeah, because you do tutorial things on actual songs that exist, Rabiosa. So like that one's to be expected. So unfortunately for that type of thing, it's a bite the bullet type of thing, because a lot of musicians that do tutorials on how to play certain videos play certain music run into that issue. So that's definitely something I always see. I always see that. Now then, we've reached the center. I'm going to open the list up in a second here, but let me clarify. I wish the 4K 1K thing didn't exist. I'm far too far away from 1,000. I understand, and I want to give everyone some positive feedback. This right now is good. I say this would be good for you, because for those of you who started YouTube in a sense that, hey, I'm gonna go here and make money. This gives you guys the opportunity to focus on the content that you're creating. A lot of people start YouTube for the wrong reason, and I see this a lot, because this is something I see a lot of people start up. They're like, I want to get on here and make money, and you don't want to come into YouTube feeling entitled. That's something you never want to come into YouTube feeling. But I do I do know that everyone has the ability to grow their channel. Everyone. It's just the work you put into it. That is the greatest thing, and that is the greatest return. When you put in so much work on a channel and people start following you and subscribing to you and liking the content you put out and liking the stuff that you do, it feels so good. And a lot of people say, well, I can't get the exposure. That's very true. It's very true. And you know what you do? You just keep creating content and make it good quality content. Make a nice strict schedule. These things I talk about all the time on here are absolutely necessary to help you grow. These are the things that you have to follow in order to push yourself forward. I want to say for people who are like close to that little chasm of the 1,000, get into streaming, my dude. Streaming on YouTube is starting to become a thing, and it should have been a thing a while back, but streaming's starting to pick up more on YouTube, only because like a lot of people are doing streams right now that are trying to get that extra thing. And on top of that, people are watching your streams. A lot of people who join at the beginning will probably stay there till the end because they want to see the outcome of that stream. And that is, like, let's say you stream for an hour. That is one watch time hour to that 4,000 you need. So I definitely say, just keep pushing at it. Pushing. What's going on? Oh, it has that many because some kid has like one account, no life, and owns a bunch of bots. And really, I mean, like, honestly, what I look at when I see that, and this is what you guys should think about too, when you see this type of thing going on down here for a lot of people, when you see this type of thing going down here for a lot of people, they look at it as if it's a bad thing. Now, here's the thing about it being a bad thing. It's actually generally not entirely a bad thing for a lot of channels. Now, let me explain. What that is called active engagement. And what that does, that actually pushes the video because it shows on YouTube's algorithm that, hey, this video is actually showing interest to multiple people, showing that there's people interested both from the agreement and the people who disagree. And what that does is it utilizes the algorithm, pushes it forward, and puts it up in front of more people that go, hey, there's a video that's going on right now. It's getting a lot of engagement. You want to check it out, see what you think. And that's actually good sometimes. I know my personal channel has gotten hit by that a couple times. I know a couple other channels that got hit by that. And you want to know what? Honestly, the storm does eventually go away when the person realizes that they need to get a life. But outside of that, I mean, like, you don't understand that it is definitely a positive thing. Just because it has mixed reaction doesn't necessarily mean anything. And on top of that, if someone's looking at it, what's going to happen is a person's going to see a video, go, well, that's an awful lot of dislikes. They're going to go into the video and go, why did they dislike? So what happened? The person actually was drawn in from the fact that it had so many dislikes. Let's use some of our larger YouTubers just recently who put up certain videos of questionable background that shouldn't have been trending, but they were. Or you could use other people's videos. I mean, but like, what is her name? Rebecca Black. There you go. She has one of the most disliked videos on YouTube, Friday. And you want to know why it gets so much views? It's because of how many dislikes it has. It has a ridiculous amount of dislikes. I believe it actually has the record on YouTube for the largest amount of dislikes. Like, I don't want to contribute to this, but I'm going to end up having to prove my point. Friday. So here's her video. 116,947,396 views. What's that get? I am so sorry for that garbage. What happened is you look at this video. It is super engaging. It has 774,032 likes and 3,033,234 dislikes. But it keeps getting views because it keeps getting pushed in front of people because of the algorithm. And people still talk about it to this day, even though it was released 7 years ago. So when people think they're damaging your channel by putting those dislikes down, they ain't doing nothing but helping you. So always just think about that. All right? I know you guys are trying to get me to spin the wheel, but I definitely got to give that information out so you guys know how this works. The next thing I want to say is, like, you got to understand that there's probably no way I'm going to be able to do everybody's name on this particular Yeah, I know. I'm sorry, Dimes. Check that COD trailer. No, I don't want it. We ain't going that far. But no, you're absolutely right, Rex. But what was I saying? And on Rex, but it's easy to do that. But what people don't realize, Rex, is that Rex says YouTube shouldn't allow brand accounts because then it allows people to make so many channels under one email in a matter of seconds. There's at least should be a cap of like 3. It's easy to sub out. Very true. But YouTube actually keeps track of that. Believe it or not, they can track that IP address right back to you every time, and you could get in a lot of trouble, and you could get disconnected from any ability ever to get any type of like support in any way. But the one thing I definitely want to make mention before I go ahead and spin this, there's probably not going to be a way that I'm going to be able to get over every single person that's on this list. So you guys know this. You guys know this, all right? You follow me on this so far. So what I do is I do these streams more than once a week. I definitely do. I do these streams a lot. So here on Freedom, I do it every Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard. On MGN, I do it every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard. Now, I'm going to mention Eastern Standard because I live on the East Coast in the U.S., so that's when I'm going to be streaming is 8 p.m. Eastern Standard. And if you don't know the conversion rate, the conversion of time, I would definitely look it up via Google. On my own channel, every Wednesday, this Wednesday's Demkeys, every Wednesday I'll be doing it on my channel, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard, also located in the description below here. So if you want to check out either of those places, I'm going to be there on those days, my smiling face in front of you guys to help you out and grow your channel as best as I can. And the best part is there's no darn spinny wheel. Yeah. Okay. So, all that information down, I'm going to open up, I'm going to open up the list one more time. List is open. Let's start that 30-second timer. So when it's open, you got to tell me. You got to tell me if you want to get on that list. I got names up here. If you're already on here, you don't need to ask again. Okay. Woo, that was a little louder than I was expecting it because I forgot I turned up my headphones. Closed. All right. So after I say closed, I don't add more on it. All right. Everything decent. Okay, I just put you on there. Ishlab Gaming. It's been a while, dude. I think it's time to take a look. Dutch Gaming. I'm definitely going to get you there. I only watch on Sundays because in the EU time it's like 2:01 here at night. Well, if you show up to the other streams, it would be the same time frame. Well, it would be the same time frame. It would be 1 at night for you. Daz, do I got you on here yet? Feel like I do. Nope, I don't. Sorry, you just gotta scroll up here so I don't lose people. I am the Trizzy. You're on there, Johnny. Two-wheel Aussie, you've been on here for a minute. You're right here, right at the top. The list doesn't get reset. Pick me, Leaf Green Septile. Did I put you on here? Yeah, you're already on there. Yeah, I need to be on there again. Yeah, I need to be there twice. And let me say this much, my dudes, all of you. Even after YouTube does its thing on February 20th, I'm still going to be here to help whatever channel is going to be needing it. If you guys want this bad enough, you're going to I would hope that you would come to these streams so I can help you, because that's all this is designed to do, is for me to help you. Now this is going to be a lot of ads. Bow. Let me turn that down. My eardrums just pop every time. But let me mention, I'm going to be doing this to help you guys. No matter how big your channel is or how small your channel is, if you're connected or disconnected, this is here for you. This is here. These channel reviews are here for me to help you. I created this idea over a year. This is a year old. Me going over all your channels is about a year old. In about a month or two, it's going to be a year old. I've been doing this for a year to help you guys, and I'm really hoping that eventually it's going to start sinking in. But even if you get disconnected, even if that happens, I am still here to help you. So keep that going, all right? Let's continue. There's so many names. There's so many names. Maybe Demkeys. Click. Oh, man. The wheel is a tease. I'm going to tell you that much. The wheel is a tease. Now then. There we go. It is Focusrite. That's the XLR cables brand. It's from Focusrite. So I like the red myself. It's pretty dope. But Xcardi, I'll donate $1 if you check my. You don't even need to donate. This is free, my dude, or dudette. I'm not sure. Cyan, how do you enter? When I open up the list, you guys can get in. When I close the list, you can't. So, Xcardi is here. Excellent. Let's go to that channel. Let's take a look. You got Bart Simpson. Yeah, okay. So I'm looking at your banner really quick, and the first thing that pops out is that it kind of bleeds together. So let me explain that a little bit better. Your text doesn't seem to separate itself from the background enough, and I don't believe repeating it over and over again is helping either. Because right now, I'm looking at it, and this is actually off the banner. Your banner actually goes out to here, but this part is off the banner. You don't need to repeat it over and over again. Just keep it here, but probably get something to separate it. You don't want blue on blue. What happens with this blue outline is it kind of bleeds into the blue water, or whatever the background is, and it doesn't really separate itself too well. I would probably go with something maybe as simple as black, but I would also probably go with a different font. The font seems pretty basic. You don't want a basic font. You want to make it look interesting. What's YouTube doing February 20th? My birthday is 21st. Well, it's doing a thing. I definitely recommend watching some of these videos that George has been putting up for the last few days. So let's continue. Okay, you got your uploads. So I don't see any popular uploads on your front page. I don't see any individual playlists. I don't see any created playlists. So those are things you're probably want to work on. How to get a free PS4 game. New giveaway. So we're going to talk about this for a moment. Actually, I'm going to talk about this really in depth in a second here. I'm seeing you posting a lot of things called giveaway this, giveaway that. Let me tell you 100%, don't do that. Don't. Unless you are absolutely giving away things like this, don't do that. And on top of that, the way that there's a lot of things that could go wrong here. You're messing with Rockstar, and if they catch wind of these modded accounts, you could get banned from using any accounts there. You're like, oh, I can make another one. Your channel can also get a copyright claim because it actually breaches contract that you haven't really actually signed, but you signed when you bought the game, that you wouldn't be modifying or transferring anything like modded accounts to other people, which goes against Rockstar's TOS, which could actually land you in a lot of trouble in the future. Never promise giveaways, never do constant giveaway things on your channels because it definitely turns bad and reverses back on you. This is not something you should be focusing on. You should be focusing on content, not actually doing this type of thing, because it's very clickbaity and it's not something you want to be perceived as you're going along. All right, so I would definitely, whatever you're doing here, break out of this because it's not helping you. In fact, it's actually might be detrimental more to you in the future. That being said, let's continue. I mean, there are plenty of channels that have been disconnected recently, large channels that have been disconnected recently because of things like this. And their channels have been taken down from this because remember, if you don't pay out, that could get you in a lot of trouble because that also is a federal offense. So I would stop immediately. Let's translate this. Subscribe to my channel, love all my videos. Okay, so a little bit more information. Focus right to your audio interface. That's what I got. I have a Scarlett 818. I have a Scarlett myself. I don't think it's a 14i4. I think that's what this one was. I don't recall. I have to look at the box. It's over there, but I don't feel like getting up because I'm lazy. So you need a description. You need to tell us about you. You need to talk about yourself. You need to tell us what you do on this channel. What is the content you create? Who are you? What do you do? What do you do? What is your purpose of being on YouTube? Meaning, like, what are you trying to do to change the atmosphere of YouTube? What is it you upload? What is your upload schedule? And I need to start seeing some social media. You need to get on something a little bit more active than Facebook. I say that because from what I've been seeing is Facebook is not as great as I would like it to be. I want it to be great, but I feel like, and don't take this to any offense, anyone who is as old as me or older, it's for older people. And they are not generally interested in the content that us YouTubers provide unless it's goofy or dumb or other. I want to say a name, but I'm not here to burn anybody. But the next thing I want to say, so get on a more popular social media like Twitter. I always say that's a good starter social media. Then move to Facebook. But I mean, like, I have a Facebook, and it's like I wish I updated it as much as I did. But honestly, even when I did, no one really watched it. And I would try working on that next. So get this all set up in order. Let's take a look at your playlist. So you got one playlist in here. You got one playlist in here that is actually missing a video. So it's actually a playlist that's an irrelevant playlist. So this video has either not been released yet, or it's privated, or it's deleted. So I would get rid of the playlist. If it's private until released, like it's a timed release thing, private the thing until you release it. Okay, that way it doesn't look like there's a blank video here. I like that you use here, but let's take a look at your videos, because according to that you only had 16 videos, but according to this you have many more. So you're gonna have to want to get into doing more videos, putting them all in a playlist, because you got a lot of playlists going on. Well, you got a lot of videos going on, but no playlist. So what I'm seeing here is you're doing a lot of not such great things to be doing on YouTube, because Rockstar's been biting down hard, and you could get into so much trouble for these type of things. I'm just saying, you don't want to be doing these modded account giveaways. Like, one, if Rockstar suspects a modded account, they'll close that account. They'll close it so fast it'll make your head spin. So don't ever do that. And the second thing I want to say is all of your thumbnails look the same. You're gonna have to start making them different. Different thumbnails make it easier for people to find it. All of your titles are the same. All your thumbnails are the same. So you literally, it looks like you uploaded 12 of the same video over and over again. And that doesn't make it look like you're uploading new content. It just makes it look like you're re-uploading content. And I see that I feel like these are streams. I feel like they are streams, but they definitely need to be, there definitely needs to be more consistency and more change. It makes no sense. But you got to have consistency in change of thumbnails. All of my thumbnails on my channel do look separate from each other. And you guys are going to go, wait a second, you played some VR chat the other day and you have a couple thumbnails there that kind of look aside. Like, you're right. You're absolutely right. You want to know what happened is my VR chat shut down a couple times. VR chat shut down a couple times, and I had to restart it. All right. And I'm just going to do a check here, because I haven't seen you been responding to me at all. XKRARDID12X, are you still here? That's going to be my second question, because I will occasionally stop a review just to see if the person's still here and getting me and taking any of the advice I'm giving, because I'm dropping a lot of knowledge right here, but I'm not hearing any like communication between each other. And if I feel like the person's not here or they don't respond to my question if they're here, I actually stop at I'll stop at mid review. Not saying that if you're not here, I'm like if not saying that you're doing that to me, because I would hope you wouldn't be doing this just to get exposure. But I would say if you're here just to have me put your stuff on here and show other people, that's not what this is for. So I'm going to be popping in here saying, are you still here? And if you don't give me a good response in a little bit, I'm going to probably not continue to stream on this particular video. All right? Because this is not the first time this has happened. Some people think they might be a little slick, but I have seen them all. I've been doing this for a year. So I'm gonna ask. So are you still here, good sir? I got 30 seconds on the clock. It's fine. We can talk amongst you. How's everyone doing today? You guys doing good? You guys doing pretty good right now? You feeling all right? You feeling good? Yeah, the whole thing about these reviews is you have to be here. That's my rule. I state that at the beginning of this. And yeah, so I don't mean to be this guy, but that ends that review. Okay, so I'm gonna open up the list. I'm gonna open up the list really quick. Again, really quick to put some more people on there. All right. So give me a second. I'm gonna say list is open, and if you're there, yeah. If you're not on the list, you can ask. If you're on the list, don't ask. So we don't get them confused. All right. All right. You're right. I probably should ask ever so often and peek at the chat people talking. Closed. All right. My apologies. All right. Yeah, that's the one thing that people confuse this for is a shout-out stream, and this is far from that. This is definitely far from the shout-out stream, because I do not approve of shout-outs. I actually don't like them per se. I'm like, y'all want to shout me out? That's cool. That's up to you, but I am not begging for it, and I don't. It's not like one of those. Oh, I don't need it. Nah, shout-out sometimes helps people, but this isn't what this is about. This is about helping people. This is about actually helping their channel grow. And my biggest thing is, like, you have got to be here when I'm going over your channel. That was my number one rule at the beginning of it. That is the first rule I say every time. You have got to be here when I'm going over your channel. You added enough emojis. I'm pretty sure I saw it. Dimes. All right. All right. This will be the last time I'm opening the list, by the way. All right, here we go. Woo! That is the most full I've seen this list in a while on here. So let me point this out there, guys and gals. Let me tell you this. I do have other chances for you getting reviewed, and it has nothing to do with a wheel. It's a first-come, first-served basis every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard on MGN, and every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard on my own channel. The first link right here is for MGN. The second link's for my channel, but I do request if you're going to subscribe to my channel, please don't just subscribe because you want a review. Subscribe because you like the content that I work very hard to create. That being said, let's spin this wheel. I'm not touching it, so... And don't forget to like the stream when you guys get a chance. This gives me anxiety. What are you talking about? There's so many names on here, the wheel can barely handle it. I don't even know if it's going to slow down. Maybe there's so many names on there, it's like weighing down the wheel. We gonna stop? We still going? What's good? KSN! And you've been here. Also, quick thing as I'm talking on here, we do have our moderator Demkeys who's been helping us out. He helps us every one of these streams. He's a pretty cool dude. Does a lot of things on his channel. He's a pretty good coder. So yeah, he's cool people. So special thank you to Demkeys there. All right, let's take a look. Kill Streak Network.
Corridor window. Nice,
Good goal, thank you.
No problem, man.
So Yuzi, you leaving? I need to know this. I need to know when you guys are leaving so I can take you off. Yeah, who else is taking notes? Okay, so let's take a look at this. Love the banner. The banner's pretty dope. Not gonna lie, I do like the banner. I do like the little art that's in the background. Now then, that being said, you wanna know what would be really dope? Inverse that. Follow me real quick. What if there was a way you could make that look like graffiti? Or what if there was a way you could put that image into the actual text? How cool would that be? I think that would be pretty cool. But you'd have to have a separate background. But I think that would look pretty dope, especially or like maybe put like an overlay on it and have it sort of like look like it's graffiti. I don't know. I feel like I want to see this in graffiti. I don't know why. I just call it a thing. I'm feeling like graffiti on this. But it's just me being a creative person. I love the uploads on the top. Battlefield's awesome. And you got, where's your popular uploads? I don't see no okay, you got to put some popular uploads on there too. So get your popular uploads on there, but I love how this is set up so far. Let's take a look at your about section. Kill Streak Network. We are Team KSN. Team KSN. All right. Yeah, like the flower texture with the colors inside the text. That would look pretty cool. Believe it or not, there is a small border around the text. But yeah, I know what you mean. Let's see. Josh V, KSN, Baus, you got links here that no one can click. And then you got all these links that are here that should be located behind here. So, description, your KSN network, KSN, your team KSN. Give us more of a detail than just that. Tell us who specializes in what. Like if I'm playing Fortnite, I'm the explosives guy. You put an explosive on me, I guarantee that grenade will land next to the person you want unalive. So that's where my specialty comes in. But the other thing I want to say is when it comes to this, explain what the team is. What is this ragtag group of people doing on this network? What do you guys do? What do you have to offer? What are you trying to do? What type of games do you play? What circuits do you play in? These are all information that we as the potential viewer would like to know here. And upload schedule. What is that looking like? So I would say these links here, drop them, get them out. The next thing I want to say is I wouldn't use milestones. And a lot of people go, why wouldn't you use milestones? Well, let me tell you why I wouldn't recommend milestones. Last thing you want to do is make people feel like a subscriber. Now, let me explain that. When a person feels like they're a subscriber and not just a follower, a person who just feels like a subscriber feels like a number. And the last thing you want to do is have something saying 1,000 subscribers because you're making your people feel like they're nothing more than numbers to you. I respect all of my individual subscribers on my channel, and honestly, I consider them more as friends than I would actually just say subscribers, because subscribers seems like a number. Like, I don't want to assign everybody a number. Demkeys subscribe to my channel, but I don't say, hey, Demkeys, number you've been around for a minute. Number 524, yeah, you person without a name or face. You don't want to give that illusion of like you guys are just in a group of people who follow me, whatever. You want to people feel exclusive to you. So last thing you want to do is put milestones on there because it makes them feel less. So I wouldn't put milestones down. Those milestones, I would keep those. If you're going to keep track of that, just keep it on a side for yourself. Maybe in the future, make a video about it. But I just wouldn't put it down as numbers on there. All right. Then you got your Twitter, your Discord, your Facebook, your Twitch, your Freedom, your Instagram, your other channel. All great links that are in here. I want to show you something that's really cool on Instagram that y'all gonna like. This is for everybody. You guys should be taking these notes. How to not. Next to one about it. They have a blue logo things next to it. Are you talking about this stuff? That's because I have vidIQ. vidIQ shows all this extra stuff. I have to pay extra for that, and I'm too cheap to buy it. So I don't pay for this. This is something that I'm not gonna pay for. But KSN. Live plays, music, vlogs. So this you kind of kept the branding the same, but a little bit different, only to keep it more interesting for the potential viewer to be looking at this and go, oh, they do more than one stuff. So normally I say make sure your branding's consistent, but in this case it kind of works. However, I believe you could probably display that just a little bit differently to be a little bit more interesting for an individual looking at it. So the next thing I want to say, you got your YouTube channel connected. You get in Knuckles meme is most adorable meme. Okay, so you posted this back on January 21st, about 6 hours ago. You posted this particular video, so you're actually active up here, actively uploading your videos. But what you want? Yes, I am cheap. I am. Hey, quick hacker! I applied for a sponsorship in Freedom. It's called Future. Ooh, sounds fancy. But no, a little heart from my fiance. I love you too. But what you're not doing is communicating with other people. You know, trash talk is probably one of the biggest things that channels could do to other people. Like, I'm not saying do it, but you are a team of, I'm going to guess, elite fighters in whatever game you're trying to play, or a team of people who just love playing. But I'm not saying trash talk, but when I say communicate with other people that are also part of groups, what would be cool to do is do a huge group collaborative, or let's say you're in a competitive bracket where you're actually fighting other people in games like Call of Duty and Fortnite and Destiny 2 or 1 or Halo? Who plays Halo? But you could like communicating with these teams and actively talking to them, or communicating with creators, or even the circuit brackets on there. This is a good way to get your names out there. Twitter is a big place where people can find you and doing certain things, but the last thing you want to do is just keep posting the videos, communicate, talk, post memes, have fun. So I would just work on that, all right, my dude? All right. The next thing I was going to say before I continue is a lot of people get the little Earth icon here, that dreaded Earth icon. How do you fix that? It's a really, really simple fix. So everyone gets this for their Twitter. It's the simplest fix you'll do on YouTube today. Actually, do it right now. Follow me. Go to your Twitter. Look at it. Look at it. I want you to concentrate on that Twitter. You're going to go up here. You're going to look at this. Look at this. Just look at it. You're going to look at that URL address. And what you're going to do is when you go to paste it into your links section on your YouTube page, you're going to drop this S. And when you get rid of the S after https://twitter.com/your username, after you get rid of the S, it becomes an unsecured thing. Well, people are like, oh, I got to click on something unsecured. They don't care. They don't know. But what happens is you're going to pop up the Twitter logo. You're going to see the little Twitter bird instead of the Earth bird. Earth bird? We're going to call it Earth bird. We're going instead of the Earth bird. So that's how you actually fix that. Fun fact, FF today. And you're active on here. Let's see how active you are. September 15th. Okay, you're not so active. The last time you posted on here was September 15th, which was 1 or 2 months ago. But actually, no, it's actually longer than that. But you got to get active on this. This is your team's Instagram. Get active. Put some videos out there. Put some dank memes and get some expression out there. Maybe get some pictures of teammates on there. Have fun, and don't forget to hashtag the mess out of everything you do. All right? Yes. Just the yes. Just the yes. It's so dumb, but such an easy thing to do. How we doing? Doing good? Oh, cool. Thank you for the interaction, my folks. Only building an interaction. It's going to be one of the most viewed videos out there. So let's see. So I would get all that in order, right, my dude? Get your Instagram up and start talking to people on Twitter. Let's talk about your playlist. Now then, your playlists have me believing that you have roughly 100 videos. I feel like dank memes. You know what I mean? You talking that Ugandan knuckles? I mean, you jump on it, but I don't see it in your Instagram. There is a lack of dankness going on in Instagram. Just putting that out there, all right? All right? I'll go back on to Insta better. This leads me to believe I have about 100 videos. Maybe 100 videos. Maybe. But this is 30. Numbers 90. Yeah, about 100 and something videos. But I like how you got these nice and categorized. Let's see how many videos you have, because this is going to be easily found out. I'm going to find out how many videos you have in playlists right now. So we'll assume every one of these is 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's 100. Sorry, that right here's 60 videos. My apologies. I can count. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Right here is 120 videos. That means there's videos in your collection that are not in a playlist. The sponsorship is called FutureCast, and I applied for it today. So how long will it take for you to get accepted? Probably the wrong person to ask. I'm not a lot of people think I'm freedom, but I'm not exactly freedom. I'm not freedom at all. I'm just some guy in Buffalo, New York, that little iceberg that sees sun maybe 43% of the time of the year, and snow about the other 80. I live in this area that is nowhere near Freedom Central. Freedom's located in Manila on the other side of the world. They are so far away from me, I would have no way of accessing this information. So what you want to do, if you have any questions regarding anything that involves Freedom or any sponsorship or anything that they do, contact freedom.tm and you'll be getting help from their support section. All right? Yeah, or Freedom or support.tm. I think that might be what it's called. All right. So let's go to your most recent video. Get on your playlist. I'll show you the way. Get on your playlist. It's going to help you out. So I see you played some of those funny VR chat things. Maybe start a VR chat thumbnail. But I'm not thumbnail, playlist. But I want to get you on this. Not going to get you on nothing, because these thumbnails are beautiful. They all look interesting. They catch my eye. Maybe just not white on a couple of these. I say not white because the problem with white is it's not popping up enough. What I would probably say is we're going to be putting these like, they're really crispy. They're really crispy, and they're all different, so that's great. What I want to see is maybe a thicker border around the outline of the words, so it just kind of separates them out a little bit more, all right? All right. Came across this while reviewing Freedom content before finishing the application to get, please, any reviews, anything before joining. Hey, you can get help on Freedom Discord. That too. Do playlists really make a huge difference? I've always seen larger YouTubers such as the Russian Badger never use playlists, but they are larger YouTubers. Here's the thing that a lot of people get confused. I get people going, well, I see larger people use things like intros. I see larger people not doing this. I see larger people not filling that stuff out. That's because they are larger people. They don't need to fill it out. What happened is these things weren't implemented during the time of their growth. And because it never actually worked for them and something they didn't actually need to work for, they never bothered categorizing or working on any of that stuff because they didn't need to. It wasn't a necessity at the time. We are now at a time on YouTube where filling out everything and putting everything through and signing your W-2s and filling out your TPS reports are all part of YouTube now. It's now a nice fun. So fun. It's a nice fun ragtag time where you get to do paperwork now. So you treat it like Office Space. So just you gotta fill that stuff out. It's like a lot of people are. I get that argument so much, but it's like that's because they didn't have to deal with that stuff. But you look at more successful channels. They do. I'm not even going to name them. You'll look at more successful channels, and they do use playlists. Like, I'm going to say it, like your Markipliers, your Pewds, your Game Theorists, they use playlists. Even John Jafari, otherwise known as JonTron, uses those. Philip DeFranco uses playlists, and that's probably one of the most neutral people you can find on here. He uses playlists on his channel. So playlists are important. They add to the metadata of the actual video, the search engine optimization, the SEO. That's all very important stuff. That goes into the source code of every video that you're putting out, and that adds to the actual searchability through YouTube's algorithm to be found. So that's very important. And Frosty Fricks is the way. I will show you the way, my friends. PUBG update tones down in game toxicity. So are you doing news? Is that what this is? 'Cause I don't feel like... Let's talk Chimera. Okay, Chimera, what are you bringing to the table? I'm not sure what kind of thing. I'm expecting... You said... Yeah, see where I'm a little confused? I'm confused because you said you were one thing and another thing. You're telling me you're a team of people who play... Who do gaming. But these titles are starting to lead me to believe that you're a news channel. See what's going on here? I'm getting confused. You're telling me two sides of a coin here. You are either this or this, but you are not what you describe yourself to be. So I'm left a little befuddled, a little confuzzled, a little confused, if some would be. But I feel like you don't have the right description to your channel on here. So let's take a look at it.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Josh V, and
It's your boy.
KSM. Today I
One
want
of my
to talk
favorite
about
starts.
PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, or what is easier to say, PUBG. There, short and sweet. Holy crap, the title of this game is just too much, but whatever. So we've had the 1.0 release not too long ago. That's when I came back to the game, and I was amazed at how much better it actually runs. Now we have another update that's supposed to help with performance at the beginning of the game, and I wanted to see just how much of a difference it makes. Now back in the day, when PUBG first dropped, it ran... Well, it ran like shit. To be honest, the terrible performance and huge
Okay, so here's where I'm getting confused. Yeah, see what I'm talking about? You said you're one thing and now you're the other. You are not a gaming guild as I thought you were, because I was going to push you in that direction. But now I feel like you got to hold back. You're putting out news. And I'm not feeling news off of this. You got this interesting music playing in the background, but yeah, I don't think you're loud enough to get that point across. PUBG updates tones down in-game toxicity, PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds. Now, you might have not even needed to use the actual -- PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds. That particular particular information is probably not needed. What I recommend for you to do is actually check out some other people's channels that actually do news reporting on games, because game news reporting is a very difficult thing for a lot of people. So I'm actually going to point you in a direction of a guy. He is from Freedom. He is a part of Freedom. He is from Freedom. His name, I'm going to find him. I'm going to find him so good. His name's News Cartridge. He does great video game commentary on gaming industry and news. So in other words, I'm going to show you what he does on his thing. He does a really good job. I've actually gone over his channel. Epic Games Online, games taking Paragon offline. That's a catchy title. News Cartridge bonus. The Red Strings Club developer accused of transphobia. So he's grabbing onto buzzwords and things that are grabbing people's attention. PUBG is definitely something that would have the information to be there, but I feel like maybe a little bit more on the news part of that. As I said. Well, yeah. Well, when you're talking about topics and stuff, it's like you're almost talking about news, unless you're doing like a form of commentary over topic, which is a different thing completely. It's like video commentary without the actual video, and more like a scarce type of deal. But I would still recommend even checking that dude out, because he has a good function on how to do that. It's sort of still like news reporting. So I'm going to show you what he does on. I'm going to pick one that's not going to be like getting on anyone's things. Denuvo sold to anti-piracy organization. So he has the intro, and he knows how I feel about it. But for these type of channels, it's okay to have an intro because it's a news channel.
Hi, it's Dandro.
Is it branding yourself?
Tuesday, January 23rd, 2018. We begin today with Denuvo, the bane of our existence, having been sold to an anti-piracy company called Erdito. According to Erdito, the piece of shit will continue to operate as...
So I do apologize. He does swear a lot in these things, but he also is more specific on his tags. Xbox One PUBG patch. That's exactly what you're talking about. And if we were to go to your video, it's not mentioned. So these are things you got to pay attention to. So I would check him out. I'm not giving him a shout out. I'm telling you specifically to check him out, because he's going to be like he's taking notes from me for these type of things, and he's actively getting help from like everybody. He's a good guy. He's a good guy. Even if you want to ask him a question, maybe he does respond to all of his comments. So that's something you should know. So let's talk about these tags. KSN, Killstreak Network. So you're putting information that isn't really relevant to the video at the beginning. So put that all the way at the bottom. The next thing you say, new update, not a good enough. PUBG TV, PUBG PC, PUBG tricks, not really tricks. Battle Royale, PUBG fails, PUBG tips, none of that. You go PUBG monthly update, PUBG patch, PUBG funny moments, battlegrounds updates. So you got a lot of you got a lot of trendy tags, but not tags that are good enough for this particular video, because it's not actually part of this video. You're talking about a new patch that came up. Tell us more about the patch, and that patch's information should be in the tags. That patch's information should be in your descriptions. Latest update also made PUBG run better. Explain more. The more information in the description, the more information in those tags, the more clickable and more of a reliable news source you become. And always, when you're telling any type of news, cite your sources. When you're telling news without, how did you get your job with Freedom? This is just me. I'm a dude. I'm just some guy. Who has a profound knowledge of these things, because when I started YouTube, you know who was there to help me? Nobody. I was actually told so many times, figure it out yourself. I went and did it. And because I figured it out, I'm like, I'm not going to be that guy to sit here and go, you guys figure it out. I didn't have to do this, and then post about it on Twitter and look like me and be a jerk to all the new people that are trying to start by telling them to stop and quit. I ain't going to be that guy. I'm going to be the guy who's going to give all the information that I have to the people that are trying to start here. Don't consider me like hired by anybody. Consider me as some guy in a room that he's managed to build over time from the direction and security that he's put himself into, and be able to sit here and on 3 times a week sit here and help you guys just out of the kindness of his heart. because that's what this started off as. I've been doing this as a kindness of my heart because I'm just a guy who wants other people to succeed too. And that's something I've always strived to be a part of. I've always been a part of be that guy who wants to be a part of a greater whole to help others. I want to see you guys shoot up. I want to see you guys grow. I want to see your channels grow. I want to see you guys grow as individuals, as people. They saw that I do this. I used to write these, my man. They saw that I was doing this, and I said, "Hey, could I do this as a stream?" And I used to write these in the description. So like when not restriction comments. So when I was looking through comments that once upon a time ago, I see people go, "Hey, can you check my channel?" Or, "Hey, can anyone give me a review on my channel?" I would sit there and write 5 or 6 paragraph long statements, and we're talking long paragraphs, essays that were like multiple paper essays to help these people grow their channel. And I'm like, I'd rather just sit here and say it because I can say it much faster than I type it, because usually what I'm saying right now takes about an hour for me to type because I go deep. I go into all the source code. I look at all this baloney and I type out the information I get found. But when I'm sitting here being able to talk to you and help you, I can help you out on a larger basis. And that is the objective of that is my objective, my mantra that I have, that I try to do these type of things. So I'm here to help you. No, yeah, these reviews are long. I see, I get that a lot. But these reviews are thorough. These reviews are here to help. And also keep in mind that there's more than one time in a week for me to do your reviews. That also I do them on multiple different things. So if you're just here to get a review to get an exposure, you're probably doing this for the wrong reason. If you're here to get a review to get your channel review, you'll show up to these other opportunities that I give every week for everybody. On MGN, definitely recommend checking it out. MGN is right here every Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard on Frosted Fricks, my personal channel. These are located in the description. I make it available so you guys can see it every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard. And there is no wheel. There's nothing like that. It's a first come, first served basis, and I get it like X number of names, and depending on how long I want to stream for, I do that. But I definitely want you to know that this is made for you guys, not made for me, not made for anybody, actually made for everybody else. This is something that I do because I want to do it, because I want to help you. That's what I want to do. I want to help you grow. So that being said, you need to fill out your description. Your description is a little lackadaisical. You go latest update on, talk more. Tell us what is the update. What was the patch? What are the patch notes? Cite your sources. Tell us where you got the information from. Even if it's from PUBG's original website, you still got to cite your sources. Anything that involves news, always cite your sources. That's going to be the best thing to do because, one, you places where you get your news and information from can actually trace back to like where sources of their clicking are coming from. I have some videos out there that I found out through other people and through my algorithm, because you can look into your algorithm, your algorithm, your monetization, your algorithmic thing, to see who's watching it, and you can actually see from external sites and certain sites that they might be posted. I know I had a video of mine posted by a couple people in a forum for a game that I played on Reddit, and I found out it all came from. I found out like a bunch of my video views came from there. The next thing I want to make mention is talk to everybody. You just got Red Scorch going, yo, say hi. Okay, but this was a minute ago, so I'm not gonna burn you on that. But I like that you're talking to people. So get on that. Get to talking to people. Fill out this description. I like that you put all this information in there, but fill out this description. It's going to help you. Fill out these tags and make them more specific to this video. All right? All right. I'm doing pretty good, Cruzy. All right, so those are my recommendations. So as the time's running low, we're going to do one more. And as I said, you have other opportunities for me to go over your channel 2 days from now, Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard, MGN, right there. Take a look at it. And on Wednesdays here, and again, no list. And I can here I have a little bit. I'm a little looser on what I say. I'm a little more strict here because I can't say everything I want to say or say things about individuals that I want to say, because that's, well, not say things about individuals. That makes me sound like a horrible person. like give the examples that I want to say, because I don't want this to be get you guys to get an idea. I'm promoting people. I'm not here to do that, but I want you guys to know I'm here to help. So I'm going to definitely roll this one more time. We're gonna go over it now. The one thing I want to say, you see, there's like 1,000,001 names on this. Okay, do not bolt when the name is drawn, because most likely a good portion of the people that are on this are gone already because they can't wait an extra hour or two for a stream that they could potentially get reviewed on to help them grow. And if that's the case, why did they show up to begin with? But anyways, I want to say, if you see a name get rolled, stay here. You don't know if they're not going to be here, all right? All right, stay. Stay. We're going to roll this. Thank you, M. Drizzy. That moment when the wheel's so full, it is lagging. Sprayulu Cake. You forgot to upload for 2 weeks. How do you do that? The wheel of anxiety strikes again. It does it. And what's worse is it slows down. And that slow creep and those little ticks it does every now and then, you're like, ooh, ooh. And it's like, it is the most relentless wheel. And guys, again, when this stops, it doesn't necessarily mean the person is here. Unless they've been active in the chat, and I've seen them here, and I like they're visibly here. What do I use to stream? I use OBS Studios. It's a pretty decent program. I recommend it for everybody that is trying to stream. It is free. It is free. It records too. It also Julian and fries. It's a pretty decent thing. Alexa, drum roll, please. Noah H. Wait D. So again, stick around. We don't know if Noah's still here. He might have been really far up on the list, okay? I lied to you. I typed too quick. CM Punk just returned to Royal Rumble? Oh, don't do that to me, Rex. Gosh, making me all upset and stuff. No more stream because Rex upset me. All right. It's up there. You guys see it? You actively see it. 30 seconds on the clock. Let's do this. Oh, God, please be there. Y'all didn't see that. Well, good news is I'm going to get everyone's name again. Yay. Play a song. He ran. All right, he's out. All right, so the unfortunate part is I accidentally typed it into the wrong thing. But the good news is I'm going to get everybody's name one more time, so it's going to be easier for me to find people, all right? Don't worry. Don't worry. It's a good thing. Because now we can just condense the list down to everybody's here. Positivity. I'm dumb. Okay, sorry about that. I'm going to put this up for a minute. Only ask once, please. Please. All right? Only ask once. I usually don't reopen the list. All right. I am so sorry, guys. I do apologize. That was dumb on my part. I'm usually a lot better than that. So sorry, my dudes. I did that on purpose. Yes, Koala. Totally meant to do that. Okay. Woo! That took a minute. That took a minute. That took a minute. What's your favorite Halo game? Oh, wow. That didn't make it any better, but it's a little smaller. Just a little smaller. Woo! Okay. So as I stated before, there are more than one way to get yourself reviewed here. You got your MGN channel, which is going to be every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard. And you got your Frosted Fricks channel every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard. But I do have to say, if you're here to get yourself reviewed, awesome. But if you're going to subscribe to my channel, don't just subscribe for the reviews. Subscribe because the content I do put up there is something you enjoy. All right? All right. Oh yeah, BTD, you were there. My bad. My bad. You didn't ask during the time frame that I said be put your shelf up on there, but you did. It took 5 minutes. Yeah, it did take a minute. It did take a little bit. Now we're spinning. And a reminder, if I know most of you are probably here at this point in time. K-Lady, you're already on there. Hey, this one spins a little bit nicer than the last one. And don't leave, because we still got to remember, people got to be here. All right. Just Harshal, Clash Royale, and much more. Are you here? Again, Kayla, you're already on the list. You're literally right there. Literally right there. Literally right there. Taylor, you're also on the list. You're underneath this, though. All right. It's up there. We're starting it. Just Harshal, you here? Nope, he's here. All right. Kaylin, I'm not going to, I mean, the list is closed at this point in time, but I'm not going to say it again. I did add your name to the list. I said that four times. All right. So anyways, as I'm going to go over this, because I'm going to talk about you in a second, because y'all going to want to hear this. Because you don't know what I'm about to say, but you're gonna lay this down real quick, all right? Let me say something real quick. Your banner needs love, and let me tell you why. The first thing is, first off, you say new videos every week. That's gonna have to stop. You're gonna have to upgrade that. The next thing I want to say is right here, sponsored by X Energy. That's great. How much money are they paying you to put it there? Probably not as much as I think they are. Most likely that this is one of those things where you're trying to get sponsored. Like, what is that? There's an energy drink for gamers. X Fuel or whatever the heck it's called. And pretty much all you're doing is you're supplying them ad space so they don't have to pay you anything on a promise of paying you something if someone's going to click your ad. Tell me, how many times do people click that ad, and how many hundreds of dollars have you made off of that? If it's worth it, yeah, totally. If not, take that off. You don't need that there. I wouldn't be worrying about this. I wouldn't be worried about these particular things right now. Worry about actually creating content, because that's something that you need to start focusing on your channel. Don't worry about sponsorship. That's something that does not need to happen. The second thing I want to say is you got your Instagram link here, but there's no Instagram link over here. I would take these off because that's actually distracting from your actual name. You got Harshal Gaming, but you got all this rest of the stuff on there right now. G Fuel, thank you. The next thing I want to say is you got red on red on red on red. I would not use so much red. Red is a cool color and all, but it makes things kind of bleed together and hard to see. I would get rid of this red and probably stick with the black outline. I like how you're trying to do it there, or maybe use an alternate color, maybe like a blue or something that'll differentiate the foreground red from the background red. You definitely don't want to do that. So I would get rid of most of the stuff on this banner. New videos every week, I would get rid of that, because you're going to start upgrading that to every like other day or every day, because this is a gaming channel and that's something you got to start focusing on. Thought I was small YouTube, not 500. So next thing I want to say, uploads, popular uploads, creative playlists. Where are your individual playlists? Now, I'm going to say that I already know where they are because they don't exist right now. You only have 7 videos in a playlist, and I can tell you on the front page, I see 8. So you're going to need to go through your videos and actually put them into a playlist. Definitely need to start there. So I would start there. Let's go to your about section. All right, I upload only the highest quality Clash videos. There was something I was going to say there, but I'm not saying it. New Clash Royale and Clash of Clans videos every Saturday. If you don't see an upload, just keep in mind that I'm my only editor, and I also work and have high school to worry about. Love you guys. Patience. Turn on notifications to be first to watch, such and such forth. Subscribe here. You don't need this. Okay, you got a lot of things on here. You don't need that subscribe here link because we're already on your channel. You don't need it. You don't need it because we're already here. You don't need to have a link to your channel to subscribe if we're already here to see your video. The other thing is you go join the best family on YouTube, freedom.tm. That's fine. You can have that there. I'm not going to say don't put it there, but it's not clickable. Same goes for your Twitter. So all this social media stuff should be located down here in the link section, not here, because you can't click it. You can't click it on a computer. You definitely can't click it on a phone. You definitely don't want to put people through the tasking thing where you have to copy and paste this. Can you make a video about tags? I don't get what it's for. I might be able to. I might be able to. It's going to be a minute before I do that, because I'm been really swamped with a bunch of other stuff that I've been doing, but I might be able to work on something that involves tags that kind of explains them a little bit better. But the next thing I want to say is get rid of this. You don't need that either. The sub goal thing, you don't want people coming to your channel feeling like you're only going to be subscribing just to hit a number. You don't want your people feeling like they're a number, because it makes them feel terrible. You don't want that. You want people to go into this channel, make them feel like they're welcome. The last thing you want to do is like, oh, hello, number 563. Thank you for joining my channel. You don't want people to feel that way. So I would get rid of these numbers here. Just get rid of them. Keep that stuff to yourself. Share them with other YouTubers that you might be in a like mind with you. But these are things you don't want to be sharing with other people. This is your private stuff. This is not something you want people to feel like they're a number to you. Okay? You want to make them feel feel like they're special. All right, so fill this out a little bit more. Tell us more about yourself. Not know much more of Clash of Clans, but tell us more about you as a person, as an individual, who you are, what you do, what you upload. You already do that, but and I would work on that schedule. The one video a week thing's not going to get you the headway you're hoping for. What do I use to record my screen? I use OBS Studios. Let's go to Twitter. You need to connect your Twitter. Apparently, it is not connected or doesn't exist. So you probably need to fix that because this doesn't work. Let's go to your playlist. Now, I might have been right with playlists. I am right with playlists. So that means you got a lot of videos that are in playlists that are definitely not affecting your metadata positively. Get all that stuff in there. All right? Get all that stuff, all that mushed in there. So start putting your stuff in a playlist. I know you only have like iMath, 18 videos, but on top of that, your videos, I'm going to also hit you with this one too. You took huge breaks. For someone that only uploads once a week, I was expecting to see a lot of videos here, especially with the fact that your channel's over a year old. At least 52. But I'm not seeing 52. I'm seeing 18. That means there are months, weeks, and days you have missed on the uploads. So like right here, I see a huge 4-month gap, a 2-month gap, a 3-month gap. And a lot of people say, and I get this a lot, I really do. But this is why you're here. You're here to get the check from me. And I check everybody. I check because I want you to know that this is not conducive to you growing your channel. If you're here, you want me to help you grow your channel. If you're here, you're going to have to understand some of the things I'm about to say aren't going to be always what you want to hear. But at your current rate, your channel growth is going to be very small. And I don't want that to be the issue for you. So you have to remain consistent with uploads. You have to upload more often. And don't let things get in the way. If this is something you want, you're going to work for it because you like doing it. But here's the thing, like, I like doing YouTube. I do a stream almost every day. I make a video almost every other day. I get in on YouTube because it's something I enjoy. It's something I'm passionate about. It's something I want to do. So that's why I do it so regularly, so religiously on my channel. So on your channel, I want to see that reflected through you as well. I want to see that passion. That's why you're here. You're here to have me help you. Like right here, you even took 2 weeks off and you even said, well, I have school, I have work. I work 3 jobs. I'm going to put that out there. I work 3 jobs and one of them is full-time. The other ones are part-time. So I work anywhere between 60 to 80 hours a week on top of having a social life. That is something that you got to know. And I do YouTube. I literally dedicate 120 hours a week of working. And it's ridiculous because I don't have time for myself, but that's fine because it's something I enjoy doing. But it's like I have to have a social life in all of this. I get 1 day off a week and I spend it with my fiance. And that's all I get. So I would say a lot of people go, school's in a way. Well, that's great. Do school first, definitely. But you know what you don't do on the weekends? School. I work. You work 24 hours, you work the whole 48-hour weekend? No. Well, guess what? You have time, and you have time to work on something. So if this is something you want to do, is something you have a passion for, you're going to grab it, and you're going to keep rolling with it, okay, my man? So that's something this is not just me talking to you, it's me talking to all y'all. Yo, Frosty, my guy, Shinuski. Oh, really? That's cool. Actually, I'm glad he won. So work on that. I left for a bit. I'm back, but my name didn't get picked. Oh. You're gone due to anxiety. You have 98 videos? Where are they? Why aren't they able to be seen? Do you have them privated? Do you have them unlisted? If so, why? But yeah, like that, like I'm seeing the exact thing. I'm seeing you saying the exact things I just went over. I work on weekends too. I do. I work on weekdays. I have days where I don't get home until like 10 at night, and I leave at 8 in the morning. On 5 out of 10 days, 5 out of 10 days, 5 out of 7 days. That's my life. I work a lot. I have college debt. I used to go to college and work 2 jobs. So it's like, it's one of those things, if it's something you want, you're going to fight for it. So like everything you tossed out there, I already covered well before you even started typing it. Yeah, and the other thing is you took down videos. Why? Why did you take down videos? Did you delete them? Or did you private them? Or did you unlist them? And the why would be my next question. Don't do that. Like if you're removing, if I see people like remove massive amount of videos, first off, that's going to hurt your view time big time. And right now, that's not something you need. Secondly, you will never learn to grow from them if they're hidden or deleted, because you'll never be able, people will never know what you've come from or what you do, because they won't have that idea of who you are. I keep my first video ever on my channel. You can find it on my channel. It's really easy. It's a really easy video to find. It's in my vlogs. My first video ever is in my vlogs. It's my first vlog right there. It's terrible. The audio's bad. There's no foam proofing. The lighting's bad. I look like an orange. I mean, like, it's bad. My hair is unkempt, even though sometimes, even like during these streams, it is. The video's bad. This quality's just garbage. But you know what? I learn from it because I see it there. It reminds me that it's bad. And yeah, this is what I came from 2 years ago. But now we're putting out quality thumbnails. We're putting out quality videos. These are things I actually work on for a while. So going back to you, this is the same type of stuff you need to put out. And never, like, you go, I'm sorry for less uploads. And that's a common thing that a lot of people put out. But look at this. If you don't, and it's like, okay, so you're like flashing through this. So you're not telling us what's going on. You're not saying anything. We don't hear your voice. We don't see any tags on here. You're not really explaining yourself. The text is going too fast, and there's no description. This is not a good way to start a video, because I couldn't even tell you what was going on in those 8 seconds, because it was going by so fast. So that's why talking is going to be a big thing that's going to help you. So I'm going to say top 5 Clash plays of the week, game breaking.
And release all of those sounds that are trapped in your mind.
Still my favorite meme.
Sir, are you okay?
I'm a little messed up.
All right, so next thing I want to say is that you started off really good. You got my attention. You started off really good. You got my attention. But then you hit me with an intro. You have 10 seconds to grab my attention. On YouTube, you have 10 seconds to grab anyone's attention. Now, the situation behind that goes back to you. If you drop that ball during or after that 10 seconds immediately, people's attention just disappears. And you want to know what's the surefire way to start doing that? Intros. They do not help your channel. I don't care what people say. They don't. You have 10 seconds to grab that information. It's sort of like, give me my favorite example. Let's say I have your favorite cake in my hand. It's delicious. I even decorated it really nice, the way you like it. And in this particular case, I showed you this cake. I let you smell the cake. You could even put your finger on the frosting. But 10 seconds later, I threw it on the ground and just stared at you. And then expected you to like the tray. See, what you did was you served me something really nice, and then you disregarded everything you just did and gave me something bad. And then the crumbs that are on there, you're expecting me to enjoy. But I can't, because I just saw you throw my favorite cake on the ground. See, what I would say is don't use intros. Don't use intros, because that takes away, it distracts, it disconnects people from the video they're about to watch. And I just don't recommend it. It's valuable time being wasted. A lot of people go, oh, what about after the first 10? No, it's valuable time being wasted. Do the first 10 seconds of the funny thing that you're trying to do, or the important thing that you want to say, or the highest point of the game, or whatever, and then go right into a video. There's always another stream there, German. So let's continue.
Hey, what's going on, guys? R4U here.
Nice commentary.
Welcome back to another YouTube video. In this video, I'm going to go over the top 5 Clash Royale plays of the week. And this is a series that started way before, like probably 2 months ago or a month ago. And I got a lot of submissions. Not a lot of submissions. I'm lying to you guys. I just got like 2 submissions and a few submissions for my clan, which I accepted a lot of them. And if you guys want to send your guys submissions in, I will accept your guys submissions as long as you guys follow the rules, all of that. Now,
so you don't need to put this bracket here, Clash Royale, because you already set it in there. So you don't need that. You don't need that because it's already there.
down below, and it's going to take
You don't need to put this in quotations either.
to this video and all of that. That teaches you a lot of the rules. And if you guys want to know how you guys can record on your phones and anything like that, I'll put just the text instructions down below because those are just simple and helpful. But other than that, guys, I'll get started with this.
So see how this is like this is that sponsorship thing I was telling you about. I really highly recommend just putting that aside. They ain't paying you, man. They ain't paying anyone to put those things up. It's a ploy to get more people to like look at their stuff, but it ain't paying, and that's the sad part. So they're utilizing your thing as free advertising, unless people are actually clicking on it, which I don't think they are. I'm not saying that you're not doing a good job, but 14 views probably doesn't equal the amount of the amount of clicks that you would have came from that. So I wouldn't recommend it at this point in time. I mean, like, when you get to be a bigger channel, yes, sponsorships are something that a lot of people go into because that's an alternate way to make money. But the thing is, these companies don't ask you to do something. Let me explain that a little bit further. These companies don't say plaster our logo and that's all you have to do. No, these sponsorships want people to actually sponsor. They want people to actually advertise their stuff, but they pay you for the advertisement before you do that. So for a good example, the $10 Shave Club does it every now and then for people who have magnificent beards. I don't have a $10 Shave Club because my beard's not magnificent. And I don't shave my beard off. That's another reason why they probably don't like me, because I kind of keep it. I kind of keep my beard. But then I don't shave my beard off. But then there's people like Blue Apron. But when you see people do commercial for them, Crunchyroll, they actually do a commercial for them. It's like a little ad space. They do a little advertisement for them in the thing where they talk about them because the company paid the money up front to do that. These guys ain't paying you anything until you start bringing people to them. That's no. They gotta pay you. So don't. This is me telling you guys, don't buy into this stuff. All right. But you got. These are fine. You got to do something with this extra stuff on the side anyways. So this is actually a good use of that space, especially since you're doing it from a phone. Now let's talk about these tags. All right. Top 5 Clash Royale free gems. I would not do this right here. Don't do the giveaway tags. Don't do giveaways. I'm just saying right now, giveaways are probably not a good thing to do right now because they are very clickbaity, and they don't reflect positively on channels. Especially what happened to a lot of channels that recently within the last year got their channel taken down because of clickbaity things like giveaways, and yeah, it just didn't turn out good for them in the end. Hey Spock Ray, what up? Alex, yes, you will. Hello, Golden Squid. Alex, absolutely. Alex asks, will I be able to use Heartbeat app and with the view streams without my partnership? Absolutely. You can view these streams. You can be a part of these streams. You can do all of that just by being here. You know, even after you lose your partnership, these things will still be open for everybody. Sorry, I was hiccuping and burping at the same time. I couldn't figure out which one I wanted to do first. All right, so you got Clash Royale, but I feel like I saw the Clash Royale thing. Okay, Clash Royale wins, Clash Royale best deck, Clash Royale myth, Clash Royale best glitches. That's not exactly what this is about. This is top 5 Clash Royale plays of the week, but I don't see that as a tag other than right here. Why is it not its own tag? Why is there no tag saying top 5 Clash Royale plays of the week? That should be its own tag. I guess so, Rajian. I use the website for my tags. I'll work on the tags. All right, so there's a lot of places that do offer tags online, like I get to talk about them because they opened up dialect with me as rapid tags. No way, anyway, sponsored by these guys because their tagging abilities is terrible, and I'm going to say it openly. I had a good discussion with them, telling them that their tags are pretty bad. They didn't know why, and I told them because they were focusing too much on just throwing whatever in there and not generating actual tag-worthy tags for a video. They throw like one-word tags out. They're like the Clash Royale or just. That's another one they would throw out there. Like let's say your name's Just Herschel, they'll put just, and it's like, okay, well I'll use it then. But what doesn't help is the fact that they do that those tags aren't generating those clicks. They just putting any keyword in there and calling it a day. And I told them that doesn't work like that. You need to have longer statements. You need to have everything fixed. But you know what? After I opened this dialogue to them and I pointed out the issue that was going on, that it wasn't generating, and I showed them all the information involving, like, hey, if you type in this particular word because I used my own video as the example. You type in this particular word, you get like a couple million results back. It's not going to generate any positive feedback. And they say, oh, all of our tags are some of the best tags you could get on your channel. Baloney. Best tags you can get on our channel are the tags you make yourself, not necessarily reliant on a system. Sometimes it's good to have a system generate one that you could probably work off of. Sometimes they generate a good one. It's really rare, but sometimes it happens. But after my little communication with them and I told them how they could fix it, they stopped communicating with me, and I can't imagine why. So that's a thing. That's a thing. SEO, search engine optimization. That's how YouTube is searching you through the words, through your description, through your tags, through your titles. That's how YouTube is searching these particular videos. SEO is your golden ticket to make your videos more available for a search. So in this particular case, yeah, you got a 58.7 SEO, but the issue behind it, it's a very misleading score. Not necessarily a good score, because that particular video is tagged with a bunch of tags that, yes, will generate a good search engine optimization because they're giving you millions of returns. However, it's not being specifically redirected to you. So it's not always a good thing, and though it is. But SEO is something you definitely want to take a look at. There are plenty of tutorials here on YouTube about SEO, and they are lengthy. But they are something that will definitely help you out in the future, like your tags and descriptions. Why I preach so much when it comes to description, like yours right now. Top 5 Clash Royale plays of the week. In this video, I put together submissions viewers sent in, and I chose the best one. Click now. And now you talk about who sent them in, what they do, what happened in the games, what is Clash Royale, where can I download Clash Royale. All this and more should be put into your description. That's what you would get into. How can I boost my SEO? By making better tags and making better descriptions and putting them into, okay, tags, descriptions, titles, end cards. That's something SEOs look at because it links that particular video to another video. If you're using cards, that'll also like the little eye icon that George always tells you guys to click every video. That increases the SEO. Sometimes links to other channels, links to other places will bring SEO greater SEO to you. I mentioned playlists. Oh, and posting it on social media, which spreads the word of that particular video, thusly spreading out more of more stuff in different places, so that increases your search engine optimization. So that means that that particular video can be found on Twitter, can be found on Instagram, can be found on Tumblr, can be found on anywhere else that you posted that particular video, because that's where the search engines, not just YouTube, it's everywhere. It's including Google. So just keep that in mind. So that's how you would fix that. That's how you boost that SEO. So that is my recommendation, my dude. I do like the commentary. It actually wasn't really bad commentary, but I want to say I would drop the, yeah, you definitely, the first 100 characters of a description are going to be your probably most valuable characters, because that's going to be the information that's going to be next to the video when people go to search it. So your first bit of your description says, Clash Royale, blah, 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 submissions viewers sent, and click here. Then it says subscribe, and what's this mean? This is the, these are this is the information that gets put next to a video when people search it. So let's say I'm searching for penguins. Yeah, penguins. I'm searching for penguins. Right here, this is what the description looks like. Penguins are a special family of birds that live almost exclusively in the southern hemisphere. They're flightless aquatic birds and what that is, it's all the information I needed to know about this particular video that it's going to say, that is literally titled All About Penguins for Kids. Now then, right here, yours is good right up to a point where it hits subscribe, where it says click now, subscribe, and then it gives like the beginning part of a URL address. So that's why it's so important to fill this out as much as possible. Another good example is one of my favorite ones is I did a interview with the Honey Pop developer, but I wasn't interviewing him for Honey Pop. I was interviewing him for Honey Cam. Honey Cam, the name of the video is Honey Cam Studio Developer Interview YouTube Exclusive. Because no one, and I guarantee nobody, has ever interviewed Ryan Coons, because it doesn't exist. Because I'm the only one who got to do it. Because I know him personally. He's a good guy. But in the description, you can see the words interview developer Honey Pop. Honey Pop Dev Interview. In the title, it just says Honey Cam Studio Developer Interview, but it doesn't say Honey Pop. But the word Honey Pop was put into the description, which made this the search result for this particular video. So that's why it's so important to fill out that description, because you never know what type of keyword's going to be found through the metadata and SEO of YouTube, of your video through YouTube's search engine algorithm. Yes. So you've learned something today. That is a lot to say. You could get an exercise talking just from talking about this. All right. So that being said, my dudes, I went a little over time. Usually we end at about 9, but it's 9:30. But I did have a little issue when I lost everybody's thing on one side. My apologies, many apologies. But we're gonna wrap it up for tonight. So thank you, all of you who I was not able to go over today. You do have other options to be able to get yourself helped in any particular way. Any particular way, and that is right here, MGN's channel review. We do channel reviews every Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard. Come join us. I will be there, and there is no Wheel of Death. It is first come, first served. The reason I do the Wheel of Death here is because there are so many people requesting at any point in time that I would never be able to do first come, first serve on here. It just would not be conducive, because anyone showing up at the end tail of this stream would never get a review. So I make it so it's open for everybody for at least like 6 turns. But on the MGM one is a first come, first serve every Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard. Every Wednesday, my personal channel, every Wednesday on my personal channel at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard. I specify Eastern Standard because that's where I live. Every Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard. I recommend you guys show up there as well, because I will be here on my channel and doing review. Is a first come, first serve. No spinny Wheel of Doom. So check those out. But I'm going to say, if you're going to subscribe to the channel, my channel, don't just subscribe to get a review. Subscribe because you enjoy the content that I produce, that I actually do, that I'm giving you entertainment. Otherwise, just keep in mind of the time frame. It's first come, first serve. I'm not sitting here begging for subscribers. I'm just here to help you guys out. So I'm going to make that perfectly clear. Don't go get across that I'm asking you for that. All right. So that is my reviews for today. Thank you all very much for the interaction. The guy with 1,000 accounts that bought at the stream tonight, you're awesome. Thank you for that interaction. It's definitely going to help boost our SEO today. Thank you for that. So thank you guys very much for watching. Thank you much for following along. You guys have been great. You guys have been fantastic. As usual, as always, my friends, stay frosty and game on. Yeah!